What's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot, and the NFL draft is upon us. It is tonight, and who doesn't like making some NFL draft predictions? And I'm here for it. I'm here to give you some predictions. My New York Jets will be picking at number 2, and while Zach Wilson is likely the pick for us, we still got a lot more picks to break down. I'm going to give you some bold predictions, some predictions on where players I think will end up. But if you're new to the Calling Our Shot community, click that subscribe button. Every single day we come back for some NBA and MLB betting picks. But we have a lot of NFL and fantasy football content coming your way in the future. You don't want to miss it, so click that subscribe button. Also, if you want to join our Discord, you don't know what Discord is. Discord is just a group chat, basically, where you can talk about NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, soccer, anything, you name it. You can talk about it down below with everyone in our community. Over 1,500 members in the Discord right now. A lot of fun chatting with everyone. I'm sure everyone will be buzzing with the NFL draft coming up tonight. First link in the description if you want to join it. It's free. Just a lot of fun to talk to everyone in there, and it's a good way to bond and kind of vent about our betting picks, because this channel is all about betting, and that's what we're bringing in today's video. I'm going to give you some predictions, some betting picks for the NFL draft. Whether or not you want to take them, I don't really care, but this is a lot of fun. I love the NFL draft. Love the NFL. Excited for it to be coming back up into swing, although we still have 4 or 5 months before the first official game. But in today's video, we're talking about a lot of predictions betting-wise, and I'm going to give you 4 bold predictions as to where all these top quarterbacks will end up at the end of the draft. Let's get into it with arguably probably the first wide receiver off the board, Jamar Chase. I'm taking his under 5.5 selections, looking at minus 168 odds. Sure, it's juiced, and you're looking at it. Where's he going to go? I'm picking the Bengals at number 5. If you're the Bengals, you're looking at your team. You're like, yo, we got Joe Burrow, torn ACL last year. It'd be smart to draft a lineman. It really would. We need to give him some protections. They got no one up front. They got Joe Mixon. He couldn't run the ball for more than a yard per carry because they couldn't block for him. So it would be smart to get some linemen. Yeah, but it's the Bengals. No one said they're smart. They're taking Jamar Chase. They're going to reunite the LSU connection with Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase. There's reason these odds are juiced. I'm taking it. Jamar Chase under 5.5. If you got to the Bengals straight up at number 5, take it, hammer it. Moving on to another wide receiver. You got Jamar Chase first off the board. You think Devontae Smith might be next. No, the odds don't suggest that. Jalen Waddle over Devontae Smith. That's my prediction. Who's going to be selected earlier? Jalen Waddle, minus 250 to be selected before Devontae Smith. And, while I might disagree with this, I'm a big fan of Devontae Smith's game. I mean, the man won the Heisman Trophy Award. There's a reason he won it. He's legit. He's just a lanky, long man with just long arms all over the field. Just looks like Kevin Durant for all my NBA fans out there. Not 6'11 or 6'10 like Kevin Durant, but Devontae Smith's legit. And while I think he could go, I think he deserves to be higher up on this list in terms of going above Waddle maybe. But you look at last year. Henry Ruggs rose up the draft boards to the Raiders at number 12. And then CeeDee Lamb, arguably the best wide receiver in the draft, kept falling, and that's where he ended up with the Cowboys at the 17th pick. I think similar things happens for Devontae Smith tonight. Jalen Waddle could go early to some team like the Dolphins, maybe even the Panthers. Although I do think the Panthers might go an offensive lineman. But Jalen Waddle should go earlier than Devontae Smith. I see Devontae Smith falling just like CeeDee Lamb did last year. See him sliding maybe to the Philadelphia Eagles at the 12th pick. And that's why I'm taking the over 11.5 selections. I think Devontae Smith gets taken 12th or later. Maybe to the Philadelphia Eagles at 12th. Or the Arizona Cardinals at 16. Wouldn't be surprised to see the Patriots, but I think they're going with the QB. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Moving on. Taking under 6.5 offensive linemen drafted in the first round. Minus 135. No one likes offensive linemen. Not a sexy skill position. You got Penei Sewell, Slater. You got those guys. Those guys are going top 10, top 12 easy. But who else? You got Dickerson, Jenkins. No, a lot of teams are just absolutely love these skill position players. They don't want to be drafting linemen. That's how it always kind of tends to work out. It's not like there's a lot of upper tier linemen in this draft. And there's a steep fall off. But I don't know. I see teams falling, letting them be drafted in the early second round, more so than the late first round. I'm taking the under 6.5 offensive linemen drafted in the first round, minus 135 odds. Lock it in. Then we're moving on to mortal lock. Yes, you heard that, mortal lock. That would be Pitts, Kyle Pitts. He's going to the Atlanta Falcons at the 4th overall selection. I don't know what the odds are. I think you're at minus 300 for under 5.5, and I don't think he makes it to 5. I think he goes right at 4. He's going to be the first skill position non-quarterback taken off the board, putting the house on it. Because you think about the Falcons, they always go into the year, they're like, yeah, we should address our defense. Defense kind of selling us. What do? No, we just want more offense. They're all in. They want Matt Ryan to get another championship. And if they don't get it, and maybe they don't even compete, maybe they even trade Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. Who knows? Kyle Pitts has Hall of Fame, generational talent. The man is legit. And if you haven't watched him, you don't know any of his numbers, you should check him out. The man is, I'll put a picture of him on the screen. You'll see how legit this man is. He's a freakish athlete, and there's no reason that they should pass up on him. Could I see them maybe taking a quarterback here? Yeah, but I think they might kind of go one more year with Matt Ryan and let maybe take like Kyle Trask or someone later in the draft as their potential QB of the future. Taking Kyle Pitts under 5.5, minus 300. Don't think he even makes it to 5. Think he goes at number 4 to the Atlanta Falcons, who just want to outscore everyone. They have no interest in stopping people, just outscoring them. Last pick of the day, betting pick. We're talking first punter. We're taking the first punter drafted under 184.5 picks. That's minus 110 odds. A lot of these sports books don't have these props, but here's why we're on it. First punter. Everyone knows a punter is arguably one of the more important positions on the field. I mean, a lot of people are like, punters, ew. But they can flip the field, and people know, especially the good teams, know how important that is. You look at the Rams, they have good punters. You look at those teams, you see the Patriots, they normally always have great special teams, and it starts at the punter. You got Duffy, he's a good prospect at Kentucky. James Smith from Cincinnati. Both of those could go in this range under 184.5. We're locking it in. Some team's gonna take a punter just because it's the NFL draft. You're in round 5, 4, 5 or 6. Someone's gonna do it. And then bold prediction time. Number 3 pick, because we've talked about Trevor Lawrence. He should go in number 1. Zach Wilson to my New York Jets at number 2. Number 3 is when the whole draft goes crazy. No one knows what to expect. I'm rocking with Trey Lance at number 3. You think about the 49ers. Some people think Mac Jones. If they wanted Mac Jones, they could have just signed Andy Dalton. Okay, that was disrespectful. He didn't deserve that. But, I mean, come on. They're looking at 49ers have had Colin Kaepernick, and not that Trey Lance is Colin Kaepernick or has those comparisons. He's got a lot of upside, and that's what I think 49ers are going to be looking for at this pick, either Trey Lance or Justin Fields. But Trey Lance just seems like the hype beast player, and I think he slides all the way up, rises to number 3. Taking Trey Lance at number 3. We're taking Mac Jones to the Patriots. I think Mac Jones continues to slide after number 3. People are like, heck no, we don't want Andy Dalton. Sorry, I mean Mac Jones. We'll take him at number 14 where the Patriots are at, or maybe they even trade up. And then I think a bold prediction, Justin Fields goes to the Broncos or the Panthers at 8 or 9. Sure, the Broncos traded for Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know if they're sold on Mr. Drew Lock. I could see them going maybe Justin Fields. It wouldn't make a lot of sense, but it's the Broncos. They do what they want and wouldn't be surprised at all. Last bold prediction, Najee Harris. You look at him, it would be so smart of the Pittsburgh Steelers to draft him at number 24. It's kind of where his draft predictions are around. 25.5 is normally his over-under. It'd make a lot of sense for the Steelers at 24. I mean, you get another Harris running back. They had Franco Harris. He was a legend, Hall of Fame talent. Now you got Najee Harris. Boom, slide him in. Steelers need a ground and pound back, but no one said the Steelers are smart. Probably go defense because they don't need it. They'll just do something stupid like that. They won't take Najee Harris, and that's why I think Najee could slide out of the first round. It would make no sense. I mean, he's awesome. He's one of the best running backs, if not the best running back in the NFL draft, but he can still slide. Anything's possible. You've seen players like Clyde Edwards-Helaire, all of those top-tier running backs. You've seen them slide, and it happens from time to time, and then a team like the Buccaneers or the Chiefs or someone like that just scoops them up just because this is great. Or the Ravens with J.K. Dobbins last year. This is too good value. We're taking him. We don't need him, but we're taking him. And I can see that with Najee Harris. Just as a recap, taking mortal lock Kyle Pitts, 4th overall pick to the Falcons. Bold prediction, Trey Lance, number 3. Mac Jones gets to the Patriots somehow. Then you got under 6.5 offensive linemen. Jalen Waddle over Devontae Smith, who gets drafted first. Devontae Smith slides past the number 11th pick to number 12. Jamar Chase, under 5.5 selection. Lock them all in. If you're new to the channel and you haven't clicked that like and subscribe button, we really appreciate it. This has been Austin. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow in our normal daily videos. And we have a fantasy football video coming out after the draft. The top 5 or 10 rookies to draft in fantasy football. Everyone wants to see it. This has been Austin. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Peace.